Hello. I missed you last week. I'm sorry I took a week off. I hope you missed me too, but I hope you remember what our story is about. Do you remember this guy? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. What about this guy? Who's that? That's right, that's Moses. Who's he talking to? Good job, talking to God. And what's he supposed to tell Pharaoh? Let my people go. That's right. He went and he told Pharaoh, let my people go. And Pharaoh said, no. And Moses showed Pharaoh the power of God when he turned his staff into a... Good job. And then he turned the water into... That's right. Did Pharaoh let the people go? No. And then came the frogs and the lice and the flies and then the hellfire and the animals got sick. And what happened to them? They all died. Yep. And then Moses came and he got the ashes from the furnace and he threw it up in the air. And everybody got owies all over their bodies, remember? It hurt so bad. And then, what was next? Remember? 3 days of darkness. Nobody could see. Oh, and I almost forgot about the grasshoppers. That was before the 3 days of darkness. Pharaoh wouldn't let the people go. He was so stubborn. And Moses knew that he knew something bad was happening. But he couldn't convince Pharaoh to change his mind. Finally, God told Moses, this is what you would tell all of the Israelite people. Tonight, you will kill the fatted calf, take its blood, and spread it on the door. Look over here. See my door? See my door right here? He said to put the blood on the sides and the top and the side of the door. And when you eat your dinner tonight, you're going to eat the lamb. You're going to eat the lamb. And that's the blood of the lamb that you're going to put around the door. And tonight, when you eat your dinner, you're going to have your suitcases packed. And you're going to have your shoes on. You'll be ready to go. So, that night, after everybody ate their dinner, and they cleaned up, if there was any left over the lamb, they burned it in a fireplace. And when everybody went to sleep, and it was dark, the angel came. And if you had the blood on your door, and you were obedient to God's direction, the angel went over your house. He passed over. But if you didn't have the blood to show that you were obedient, the angel went in and he took the firstborn, and the firstborn from every family died. The firstborn boy, the firstborn girl, the firstborn animals, everything died of every family if you did not have the blood of the lamb showing your obedience on your door. And guess what happened at Pharaoh's house? He didn't listen to God again. And his firstborn boy his boy died. And Pharaoh was so angry. He was so sad and heartbroken because his boy died. And he called for Moses and he said, go. Get your people, take your old people, take your young people, take all your animals. Go. Get away. Get away. I don't want to see you anymore. Look how sad him and his wife are so sad because their boy is dead. They can't do anything for him. He's gone. So Moses and his people, they were ready because they followed the directions. They had their shoes on their feet and their bags were packed and they all left. Lots and lots of them all got together and they left, and they finally got to go to church, and they got to go out to the wilderness and worship God like they'd been wanting to forever and ever. And they weren't going to have to be slaves, and they weren't going to have to get beat by the whips anymore. They were so excited. Finally, they were free. Finally. They were so excited. And they got to the Great Sea, and they were going, I wonder what we're going to do now. Shall we stay here by the sea and rest for a while? But then all of a sudden they heard a great rumbling, and they looked, and guess who they saw coming? Pharaoh. He changed his mind again. He wasn't as sad anymore. He wasn't sad like he was here. Now he was angry, and he changed his mind. He lied again, boys and girls. And now he was going to hurt all of the all of the Israelite people. He was going to hurt them. And everybody was so scared. They said, oh no, what are we going to do? And Moses looked up to God and he said, God, what shall I do? Guide me. Tell me what to do. God was faithful. And he told Moses, take your staff. Take your staff and step out into the sea. So Moses did, and a great wind came and parted the waters. The waters split in two, and all of the people were able to walk through the water on dry land. And a big tower of fire held Pharaoh's people away until all of the Israelite people could get across the water safely. And then when everyone was across, the waters closed up again, so Pharaoh and his soldiers could not get the Israelite people, and they were away from Pharaoh, safe and sound. Finally, they got away. And that is the end of our Pharaoh and Moses series. So what we do in class normally after this is we watch the Prince of Egypt. Oops, sorry, hold on. We usually end this with the Prince of Egypt movie. It's a good movie. It's about 2 hours long. There's some parts that I kind of like to fast forward through when the magicians start doing some of their work. At the very beginning, after the stick turns into a snake, I kind of fast forward through some of that for the younger ones. But it's a really good movie, and it helps bring this whole series together for the kids. So if you have that, or you want to get it on Netflix, that's a great finale to our Moses series. So I hope you have liked this story time, and stick around for some more, because we are going to do some other stories going forward, and hopefully we'll hear from you. hit the like button, subscribe if you like this channel and you want to get updates when I post new stories. All right, love you guys. Bye bye.